phrase use it or lose it, and your brain certainly falls under this category to a degree, especially when it comes to learning. If you don't review or practice something frequently, chances are you'll forget it. So it's no wonder that a growing educational trend in Korea is brain education or training. And today we have No Yoon-jung, team leader of the Planning Department for the Brain Trainers Association, and Kim Sun-young, team leader of the International Cooperation Team for the International Brain Education Association, in the studio to tell us more. Good morning, ladies.
Hi, good morning.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for inviting us here.
So to make sure we're all on the same page, can you first tell us what brain education is?
Yeah, brain education is a systematic training method that to retrain our brains. As you know, brain is covered by the hard bones, but we can retrain our brains using different activities and physical activities and mental activities. And also the brain can change it in response to new exercises and new experiences.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, brain-based education is first known in Korea about 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
The aim of the brain-based education is to improve the learning efficiency by providing students with the optimal atmosphere where the brain works best.
Mm-hmm.
In the other hand, brain education developed in Korea aims to help people to realize their brain's potential and utilize it to fulfill their lives and contribute to the society they belong to as an active citizen.
Okay. So it's for people of all ages?
All ages.
All groups?
All groups
okay.
and in different cultures.
Mm-hmm. So how are your organizations related to this?
IBREA is a nonprofit organization. Our mission is to introduce various training methods and the benefits of brain education in Korea and abroad so that more people can get benefits from it. For that mission, we regularly host seminars and conferences and also Brain Olympiad in Korea and then also in the United States, and also publish a bi-monthly magazine called Brain, and it's in Korean and also Brain World in English.
Who started this whole idea of brain education?
Brain education was founded by Dr. Ilse Lee 30 years ago in Korea, and now it's there are undergraduate course you can study brain education and also graduate courses. Or the Global Cyber University, you can study brain education undergraduate course, and also you can get a PhD in international brain education.
So, for example, if you're majoring in brain education, does that mean when you graduate you can become a brain educator? Like a teacher of brain education,
a teacher, and also you can teach at the graduate courses and also undergraduate courses. There are growing demands in the universities in Korea for brain education.
Okay, so International Brain Education Association, or IBREA, was the organization that actually formalized the School of Brain Education, right?
Right.
And it started here in Korea, but then since it has gained popularity overseas as well.
Right. So brain education was first introduced in public schools in the United States in 2007, and we have observed many positive changes in students, especially in their academic performances and behaviors. As an associated NGO to the UNDPI, we hosted a seminar on brain education to present the result of this brain education in the public schools. In that seminar, some of the UN representatives from the developing countries came, and they showed great enthusiastic interest in the result because they saw the potential in this brain education to help the children in their countries to find the hope in their future. So in 2011, we launched the brain education project in El Salvador.
Oh.
At that time, as a pilot project, you started with one school. And then next year, it expanded to 4 schools. And then next year, because the government was so satisfied and happy with the result, so the government took over the project and they started nationwide. So
see.
now all the educators in El Salvador completed the brain education program, and they come back to their schools and teach their children in return.
Okay. So what kind of actual benefits have been observed in the students who received brain education?
Well, we have about 350 public schools in the United States and also 2,000 public schools in Korea implementing this brain education. And throughout the research, we found mostly the concentration and the emotional regulation are improved. And those are the main factors to for the students to lead to successful life in their relationships and also the social life.
Emotional regulation, what does that mean?
Emotional.
Like controlling your emotions?
Right, managing your stress and turning negative emotions to positive emotions very quickly, and also build your positive attitude, whatever atmosphere it is you're in.
So, in other words, if they were concentrating better and they were able to, manage their stress better, then that would make them better performing students in schools.
Yes.
So, how exactly does brain education work? How do you exercise the brain?
Actually, brain education, there are different kinds of exercises and physical exercises and also mental exercises, but they are organized in 5 steps. The first step is brain sensitizing. First, throughout the various exercises, physical exercises, you stimulate your brain and the body. And the second step is brain versatilizing. That is, throughout mostly non-symmetrical physical exercises, kinetic exercises, you stimulate your brain so that your brain become more kinetic, more flexible and resilient and adaptable. And the third step is brain integration. Refreshing. That is, many times we find negative information, negative emotions and memories are the barriers to lead a successful life. So in this step, you throughout various meditation techniques and breathing techniques, you release negative information inside your brain. Then you can build up positive attitude to your life. And the fourth step, the main purpose, the fourth step is brain integrating. That is, first you find what is your goal in long term and short term, and then try to align your emotion, thoughts, and action to achieve that goal. There is a whole process of training of the fourth step. And the fifth step is brain mastery. That is actually, you bring what you've learned in brain education to your life and practice, continue to practice.
Okay. So specifically, though, when you do when you take those 5 steps, are you actually, what are you actually doing? Are you playing games or solving puzzles or meditating or breathing?
There are two main things, main activities. The first thing is the physical exercises, like stretching. And also running is also important thing. If you switch the purpose of the running to stimulate your brain. So all of the physical exercise can also help stimulate the brain. But the important thing in brain education is to synchronize your breathing and your focus and the movement.
Okay.
And the second main method is meditation.
Meditation, I
Right.
see. Oh, so it's not like having to use your brain all the time. It's actually physically exercising
Right.
and meditating. Oh,
Yeah.
got it. And the Brain Trainers Association offers official certification for brain education. I heard that it specifically addresses the connection between the brain and emotions to address the growing impact of emotional labor in Korea.
Yes, Brain Trainer Association is an organization to support activities and protect the rights and interests of brain trainers. Actually, the Brain Trainer is a national certified certification by Korean government and is a specialist in brain education who guides people from preborn to senior in improving brain utilization ability. Since 2009, more than 2,000 brain trainers have been working. And emotion part, yes. In the brain's perspective, emotion is nothing but the connection and combination of brain cells. So brain training is about training or regulating this connection and combination. Recent days, lots of people are suffering from emotional labor as their job. So Korea Occupational Safety and Health Agency is progressing business for those emotional labors to reduce and relieve their stress from work. And Brain Trainer Association takes part in also.
Okay. So how do you tailor your programs to students? Because I heard that everyone has a different brain type, right?
Yes.
That it affects how a person thinks or learns.
Yes, for example, right brain sees broad view and left brain sees details. For example, when you read books, both abilities are needed to correctly understand the meaning of words and theme of the book. The balance is the key to fully use brain. So brain trainers guide how to balance brain through metacognitive ability. Metacognitive ability is composed of two, self-monitoring and self-regulation. Therefore, students learn how to monitor and regulate their brain states by themselves.
So you try to achieve a balance between the right brain and the left brain.
Sure.
But is there any way that our listeners can find out what kind of brain type they have? And not everybody can have expensive brain scans, right?
Yes, every brain is actually unique, so brain trainers do not divide into types. In brain perspective, character is just connection and combination of brain cells. According to neuroplasticity, the connection can be changed and reinforced if frequently used. So more to the point, the way how we use or regulate these connections is.
Okay. Well, a lot of people are concerned with the brain these days, and we hear and see lots of commercials about supposed brain games that
Yes.
help to increase cognitive power. Some even claim to prevent Alzheimer's. Well, what's your opinion as a brain educationalist?
Yes. Yes, it would help. There is a famous example about nuns of Mankato. Lots of nuns in Mankato convent lived to 100. More to the point, fewer suffered from Alzheimer's. Because nuns thought that lazy mind is obvious mischief, so not to be lazy, nuns cultivated themselves by puzzle, vocabulary examination, discussion, or teaching students till 19 years old and working at information desk until 19 years old. Like this, intellectually challenging helps aged brain. Yes, and more importantly, new impotence helps brain to be improved.
Okay. Are there anything we can do to help our brains at home? Like strategies for self-brain education?
Yes. Yes. Start new activities like using chopsticks or brushing teeth with left hand if you are right-hander. Yes, because cerebrum plays important role in motor control, especially fine movement, and it is also involved in some cognitive functions such as attention and language. So, activities which requires delicate control like using chopsticks would help us to develop cerebellum, and it would lead to improve our cognitive function. Or some activities you have wanted to do but delayed due to lots of reasons, like learning foreign languages, taking a cooking class or dance class like that, would also help.
So just try anything new.
Yeah, new.
And challenging.
And also, I would like to recommend introduce one really simple exercise you can do before you go to bed. That's throughout the day, your body is really tense, and you have a hard time to get into sleep.
Right.
Then when next morning you are also exhausted, then your brain function cannot function fully. So at night, people going to bed, lie down on the bed or on the floor, and bring your heels together, toes together, and strike the toes, big toes together fast, very fast, and just bring your pinky toes to the floor as if you try to touch the floor with your pinky toes, and back to the big toes, and move it very
Move
fast.
your feet back and forth.
And it helps you to relax your body really fast and go to sleep really fast and deep sleep.
Okay.
So I think it's a little bit not easy to understand just listening to what I'm saying. So you can find the how-to video on YouTube, toe tapping.
Okay. Toe tapping is called.
Right.
Do you have a website where people can go for more information on brain education?
On brain education, there are different organizations in Korea and also in the United States. But if you are your mother tongue is English, then you can just go to Google, and change your energy is, I think, the good keyword you can search for.
I see. Change your energy.
Yeah, or brain education.
Brain education,
Is,
okay.
Either way, you can find several websites.
Oh, great. Well, thank you very much, ladies, for coming in and telling us about brain education today.
Thank you so much for inviting us.
you.
Thank you.
Our guest today, No Yoon-jung, Team Leader of the Planning Department for the Brain Trainers Association, and Kim Sun-young, Team Leader of the International Cooperation Team for the International Brain Education